Benjamin Moore just crowned their 2025 Color of the Year, and it's bold, kind of moody, and anything but ordinary. Let's see what makes Cinnamon Slate the talk of the town, and also address the mauve elephant in the room. I'm going to give you all the important information on this color and my 3 color pairings that I handpicked for Cinnamon Slate, so you can enjoy it to the best of your ability. Cinnamon Slate by Benjamin Moore is the 2025 Color of the Year. I classify it as a rich, earthy blend of brown and red and a little bit of gray that delivers both warmth and drama. With an LRV of 16, it's undeniably bold, but its complexity keeps it from feeling flat or underwhelming. This shade is perfect for anyone looking to make a statement while staying grounded in fairly timeless elegance. Now, in terms of timelessness, I find mauve to be one that comes and goes quite a bit, like a lot of things in design. It has a storied history, rising to prominence in the Victorian era, and then it kind of defined the more muted, dustier palettes of the 1980s. While some might question choosing a mauve-adjacent shade like Cinnamon Slate as a 2025 Color of the Year, I find Cinnamon Slate to be a reimagined take on mauve, and to me, it kind of proves that classic colors can evolve even if their past popularity sparks debate. And it does, a lot. And besides, I only spent like 14 months of my life in the 80s, so I'm happy to revisit mauve in any capacity. It's a natural fit in areas like dining rooms for a cozy, nice, classy ambiance, or as a bolder accent wall in living spaces where you have other neutrals surrounding it. Pairs beautifully with warm whites, muted sage greens, and as Benjamin Moore's spotlight color, it's poised to set the tone for interiors in the coming year. And what I want to do is give you 3 color pairings that I picked for it that I think will elevate it that much more. Let's go check them out together.
Pretty polarizing choice by Benjamin Moore, and I'm totally convinced it's by design. They wanted to stir the pot. I gotta give them credit for doing what they did, because this is a paint color that might irk some people, but for others, it's kind of a nice introduction to mauve and these dusty plum colors we're seeing a lot. I've always been a big fan of nearly neutrals, so colors that have that sort of dusty base of gray or brown or taupe that has another color that takes it into a different direction. And that's what we have here with Cinnamon Slate. Let's give you some color pairings for it, including my white choice to start, which is Steam, one of my favorites. If you're looking for a clean yet slightly warm white, Steam is one of my top recommendations. And to me, it's just a modern, fresh take on the warm whites that we've seen for many, many years, like your cloud whites and things like that. Then in terms of the light color pairing, if you wanted something that was maybe not as dark as Cinnamon Slate, I would probably recommend something like Charmeuse, which is another slightly polarizing option. We have mauve, and then we have this lush color, a lush satiny pink with malleable gray undertones. I would call it more of a warm grayish with some pink undertones happening, and they're like pretty prominent as well. Another thing that I like to do, if you're not too sure on what kind of color you're looking at, you can always go down to different shades, because Benjamin Moore does a nice job at arranging colors together that are like-minded, of the same sort of color hue, but darker and lighter counterparts, essentially. So really, you're looking at a brown here, but it's a light brown. And as brown gets lighter, it does tend to get a bit pinky, especially if there is that red undertone. If you're okay with Cinnamon Slate, if you're okay with a bit of mauve, plum, purple, why not have a little dash of pink? And this is a 61 LRV color, so it is going to be more versatile and usable. If you have a lot of light, you might not even notice the pink undertone because it's going to be washed out. Not a safe choice, but a really fun choice, in my opinion. To finish things off, we have our bright choice, our accent color pairing option, and I picked Wedgwood Gray. Really leaning into saturation and brightness here, essentially smack dab in the middle in terms of light reflectance value, a 49.59 out of 100. Slightly aquatic blue, and it's called Wedgwood Gray, but there's only a dash of gray in this, in my opinion. This is all about blue that comes through beautifully. It's going to really scream at you amongst a backdrop of Cinnamon Slate. But I also think this would be a really fun cabinet color, a vanity color, a bathroom color, even a kitchen color if you really wanted to. There's a lot of really fun implementations you can use here, especially when you combine it with the other colors. And that's it.